Hello, sweet kindergarten friends. Okay, today we're still talking about measurement, but we're going to switch from capacity to weight. So capacity was how much something held. Well, today we're talking about weight, and weight measures how heavy or how light something is. Um, and most of you have been on a scale before, and that's how we measure weight. A lot of us have a scale in our home. You might even want to go measure yourself today and see how much you weigh, and it will tell you how many pounds you weigh. When you go to the doctor's office for your checkup, they always weigh you. There are lots of different types of scales. In fact, you can find scales at the grocery store. People sometimes use the kitchen scales in their kitchen to measure things. If you're diabetic, you might have a scale that tells you how much your food weighs, so you can get your carb count correct. There's another kind of scale, and most of us don't see these too often, but they used to be used a lot. Matter of fact, they were used in the Bible all the time by the tax collectors. But this type of scale is called a balance scale, and it's called a balance scale because it has two sides that can balance, and one can go up and one can go down depending on how much the items that you put on it weigh. It's a little bit like a teeter-totter. And a teeter-totter, like I told you, they don't have those on playgrounds anymore, but when I was a kid, everybody used to have teeter-totters. But anyway, the idea behind these balance scales is that you put two items on the scale and you can see which item is heavier or lighter, okay? So let's go ahead and get our mouth worksheet. It should be page 343 on the front, and on the back is page 344. You today, to do this math lesson, are going to need your scissors and a glue stick, which should be in your supply bag. So go ahead and get a pencil, your scissors, and a glue stick. If you need to pause the video, go ahead and pause the video while you grab those things that you're going to need today. Okay, Mrs. Plowman cannot cut and paste on my computer screen, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw a line to kind of represent what's going on. If you look at this page, you can see that I have this old-fashioned scale that's called a balance scale, and they've shown me that the side that's up is the light side, and they've given me a little picture of a butterfly there to show that this is the light side. On the other side, I have the heavy things, and when things are heavier, they make the scale go down, and they have a picture of the elephant to show that this is the heavy side. So I have to look at these four pictures at the bottom and figure out if they're going to be on the light side of the scale or the heavy side of the scale. And like I said, you're going to be cutting out the pictures and gluing them on. I can't do that, so I'm just going to draw lines, okay? The first item they give us is a bicycle. Well, is a bicycle weigh a little bit like a butterfly, or does it weigh a lot more like an elephant? Well, your bicycle probably doesn't weigh as much as an elephant, but if you try and pick that up, it's pretty heavy, and you might be able to pick it up for a minute, but you're not going to be carrying it around very long. So we need to put the bicycle, cut it out, and put it on the heavy side. The next item is a paper clip. Well, a paper clip doesn't weigh hardly anything at all. We know that this is a light item. Next, we have a bag of popcorn. Well, popcorn also does not weigh nearly anything, so we need to put that on the light side of our scale. And finally, we have a tool bench here. And some of you guys may have a tool bench like this. Noah used to have one that was a little bit different than this, but I could pick it up, and it wasn't super heavy, but I wouldn't want to carry it around for very long. So I'm going to put that on the heavy side. It's definitely heavier than a little insect like a butterfly. Okay, so once you have all those cut out and pasted on the right side, go ahead and flip your page over, and let's look at page 344, okay? And what we need to do here is circle the lighter object and draw a line under the heavier object, okay? So I'm going to circle the thing that weighs less and draw a line under the thing that weighs more. So here I have two dogs. This little guy is lighter. This one is heavier. Here I have an item that is lighter, the olive, and I have no idea what that is, but that thing is definitely heavier. I'll tell you what, if you send me a class dojo and you tell me what is in this jar, I'll give you a piece of candy when we get back to school. How's that sound? Okay, number 3. The banana is the lighter object, and the gallon of milk is heavier. Here I have a little baby, and the baby is lighter, and the big brother is heavier. Okay, so make sure you complete your math work and give yourself a sticker. Good job.